Welcome to the season finale at Manchester United. But it might not be the last Manchester United episode. We are contemplating staying here for another year. The transfer vote will come tomorrow. We need to find out what the situation will be for us next season. We personally have the golden boot in the Premier League sewn up. However, if I score one more goal today, I set the all-out record, regardless of how many games are given in a season, goal-scoring record for the Premier League since its inception in 1992. 32 in 38 games is Mo Salah's record, 34 in 42 games is Andy Cole and Alan Shearer's record, and we need one more to beat that. I've 34 in 35 so far. Let's get it done, shall we? Also third on the assist charts, by the way. So we're having another sensational season. We were exceptional at Lyon last year, and that earned us the move to Manchester United. And since we've grown to 88 rated this season, we are absolutely flying. Now, if we do move in the summer, there are only going to be a handful of clubs that can actually afford to buy me. So we'll wait and see what happens. That, of course, will come over the course of tomorrow's episode. We'll find out who's in for me, and on the vote as well will be stay at Manchester United. We have 3 games to play today. Arsenal away, Sheffield United at home, and then we end the season with my 300th game as a professional footballer away from home against Newcastle United. We have played 297 games, we have briefly seen there, and I've scored 244 goals. So 3 games and 6 goals today would see us end the season beautifully on around 300 performances and 250 goals. I'll try my best, but we're on the bench against Arsenal and I can't train and get myself back in the starting lineup, of course, out of the Champions League, as per the last episode, because Real Madrid was so rubbish that they battered us. So, unfortunately, we're out of that competition, but in the Premier League, the title is all but gone. We can still do it if Manchester City lose all 3 of their games. So, I don't really think that's going to happen, but we're pretty much nailed on for second, so there will definitely be Champions League football at Manchester United next season, and that may well sway you in what you decide to do with the transfer vote that comes tomorrow. We come on off the bench here at Cam in the 59th minute, and we're already 2-0 up here against a poor, to be honest, Arsenal side. So hopefully we could just keep that going, although I would like to add to that if I can. As ever, drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're closing in on 19,000 now, so it'd be great if we could hit that over the next few days. And of course, make sure you follow me on Twitch so you can watch me stream these live. Right, let's jump in. It's Arsenal away. Objectives. Cross success rate, not really going to do that from Cam, am I? So we'll go for the passes in the opponent's half. I need 5 to get the boost to my XP. And we are... Oh, hello. I need just a 6.5 match rating to boost my manager favour, and hopefully that won't be too hard to come by. Tried to spin the man and shoot there, but couldn't quite force it off. Playing behind Victor Osimhen now for the remainder of this game, unless the manager decides to change formation. In the meantime, half an hour to play. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 0. Well in, Dijon Bernard. Gallardo, I think, playing at centre-back. Was really poor from Scott McTominay there. I didn't call for it, and he's tried to force it through a gap that just quite simply wasn't there. Mateus Nunes could get this to me, and he has done. I'll give that to Osimhen. Nearly got caught late there, but we found Victor well. It will rebound back to him, and then he's given it away as well. All right, passing not quite so good for Manchester United so far since I've come onto the pitch. That's probably a foul as well. City 2-1 up there. It just said top right against Everton, so it looks like they are going to seal the title early doors today. Frustrating, but with improvements in January. Oh, he nearly kept that out, Gallardo, but the power on the header just too much. Svanberg brings Arsenal back within 1. We're hoping that the manager will strengthen in the summer transfer window and not do the usual sell your higher rated players like they normally do. If we stay here at Manchester United, of course, we may well end up elsewhere, depending on where you vote for me to go in tomorrow's video. But for the time being, our concentration is solely on Manchester United, and with City winning, solely on my own personal gain, wanting desperately to get that goal to break the record. And we'll get it. Step away from Adama, and the next challenge. That was excellent ball control. Garnacho to Osimhen, skip past his man too, and out wide here to Wimmer, who's found me. Oh, and I get caught in possession just as I'm about to pull the trigger. Not actually having a very good game here. If it keeps up like this, and I'm not able to even get a 6.5 in the game, then I'll be on the subs bench for bloody Newcastle as well. It's not particularly what we want. As you know, for Sheffield United, if I'm on the bench for Newcastle as well, we've had a really bad episode. If I'm on the subs bench for all 3 of today's games, not really what I need as an individual when I've got records to break and personal accolades to try and claim. Esposito inside, Gallardo makes the save and this time does push it to safety, and Wimmer will recover it. No goal here. Alright, Scott McTominay, there's no need for that. That completely threw me off there and made me mess up my pass. On a 5.4 now, this is not going very well at all, is it? He did like a Maradona spin when he tried to play the ball. Transition to position. I'm in my bloody position. I've got the ball now as well. Hello, see you later, pal. I'm going to get away from everybody here. The down was a bit quick. I just want to find some space. City 3, Everton 2 now. Everton trying their best to help us with the league title fight. I just want to get into the opponent's half before playing the pass for my objective. Osimhen's in. Go on, Victor. And Wimmer. Oh, he's had a shot. It's well blocked. 10 minutes to go. It's not been my day so far, has it? Come on, get forward and into our half. Wimmer looks for Osimhen. It's a nice ball. I'm going to try and run off him. I'm not rapid. Osimhen tried to force it to me. It's going to fall to Wimmer. He's found me. I get felled, but no foul given. I'm just not receiving the ball in areas where I can really do anything with it when it comes to being in and all around the box. Every time I've been played in, there's been a man stood right next to me that's either tackled me or blocked whatever it is I've tried to do with the ball, be that a pass or a shot. Ahmed Hodic get this into Balde, and Martinelli will find Svanberg. He's already got one. They could be in for an equaliser here, Arsenal. They can square it back. Castello Jr. with the interception, and McTominay will steer that away. Victor should win this header and has done very nicely to do so. Oh, don't try and go for a foot race against the Darmachez. Garnacho will find me. I'll look for Osimhen, find him well. I'm still here with him. That's a nice little flick. Got the man on the outside of me looking for Garnacho. It's picked off, unfortunately. And it doesn't look like I'm going to get anything other than a mid 5 point something for my match rating. So I think I'm going to be on the bench against Sheffield United as well by the looks of things. Unless I can somehow muster a goal in the final 2 minutes, which doesn't look like it's going to happen. West Ham take a 2-1 lead against Chelsea at the Bridge in their fixture. Tess Nunez might have been able to steal that away there. We could have had a last gasp breakaway, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Balde driving centrally and with many an option. Needs to find a teammate. There's only seconds to go. Arsenal aren't going to get anything from this. We'll take the 3 points, but I didn't really have much to say in that. Lukeba's opener, Osimhen's penalty, and then Svanberg's one back. That's frustrating for me. I did have quite a bit of possession there. City drew. Everton did equalise. As it stands then, I do believe the title is still achievable. Albeit, we would have to have a massive goal difference swing. There are 6 points available with 2 games to go, sorry. So, or 6 points to gap with 6 points available. So we're very, very, very much hoping that Manchester City get beaten by about 5-0 in each of those final 2 games and that we can win by 5-0 and then maybe the title is still on. Spoiler warning, probably not going to happen. Oh, I can get myself in the starting lineup via Slither. Lovely. Okay, good. Well, let's go and start the game then against Sheffield United. That's gone much better than I anticipated it actually going. Are we playing on the Sunday here? We are. City are playing today as well. Okay, good. Right. Well, technically, on paper, the title is still maybe there for us. Let's see what we can do against Sheffield United. Score, hopefully. Objectives for Sheffield United. Again, 3 passes boosted to 5 in the opponent's half is easily doable. Match rating of 9. Perhaps not so much. Although it's Sheffield United. And they were, as you saw on the way in, a bit tired actually. So maybe there will be the opportunity to do something pretty remarkable here against Sheffield United. If we can get that massive victory that we hope for, then we might be well on our way. Ladies and gentlemen, your Premier League all-time goal scorer for goals in a single season, regardless of how many games are in it. 32 for Salah, done. 84. 34 for Alan Shearer and Andy Cole, brushed aside. 35 goals in a Premier League season for the Big Cheese. And the day has started well here against Sheffield United. Now then, whoever Manchester City are playing, batter them. Nice little flick. Diallo through the gap nicely. Nino. Oh, what a goal this would be for Dubois. Not all our own way against the tired Sheffield United. They've levelled it up. And it didn't take them long at all. It was a really nice move as well. That through ball and then the obvious squared. Gallardo just couldn't get back across to it in time. And inside 15 minutes, there's already been 2 goals today. And only one of them was for us. Sending the defender to floor there. Nunez, Sheldrup, he's run straight into Diop. Well, we started off spectacularly and thought, hello, it might be our day. Sheffield United fought back and since then have kept us at bay. A call for the ball over the top. They're calling for offside. I may well have been. Play continues though, so I must not have been. It's going to open up a bit. Oh, not enough. Did that hit my arm? I'm not sure. Nunez, I've told him to have a shot there as we try and lay him in. No second goal before half-time. It's going to be 1-1 at the break. And we'll wait and see what Manchester City's result is. Is it going to be 1-1 at the break? Here comes Sheffield United. It might not be 1-1 at the break. Low down the wing. Right, what is the Manchester City score? That's what we want to know, if we're able to see it. They're currently drawing 1-1 away from home against Burnley. So, as it stands, even though we're not winning either, City will win the league even if we are able to find a winner in this game. If Burnley could pop up with a second, though, and we can get 1-2, it could be really tasty on the final day. McTominay. Nice ball out wide. Call for this from Wimmer. And he'll play me. And Sheldrup is there. And Wimmer. McTominay. Just going to drift a little bit here so I can find myself. Oh, look for Sheldrup that time. And it still didn't work. Nicely to Garnacho. Picked off and played away. I'm on an 8.0, so I'm having a much better day today than we did against Arsenal. That said, I still need a 9 to get my manager favour. Newcastle United away. So we end our Premier League season, actually, against the only other Premier League side we've played for in this save. Which is rather apt, I suppose. They're making it... We're making a change, sorry. Anthony on for Alejandro Garnacho, but we're on the defensive at the minute. In front of those Sheffield United fans in the corner. So it could be another corner for them. I think it might be. They've brought on Little for Bogle as well. I've been switched to a cam now. It's just told me bottom right. So what position, what formation have we switched to? We're still with that. But Anthony's going to get moved to striker, is he? Okay. Well, I'm now sat just behind Anthony. I'll still try and have just as much of an impact as a striking player as I possibly can. I always, when played at cam, basically try and play like a second striker rather than actually sit back and get involved in some of the defensive work. We'll look for Anthony here. It's found relatively well. It's going to fall free for me and I'll look to send Anthony away and he's in behind here and we might get the second goal. I'll tell him to shoot. We won't get the second goal. Gallon with a comfortable enough save. Anthony forced himself a little bit too far wide there. Sheldrup off now for Amad Diallo. I might get moved back to striker soon then because Diallo will probably be played at cam, Willie. That's coming my way. Oh, it's going to fall! Yes! We are going to win, perhaps! It was a nothing shot, really. I just had to get something on it, try and get it on target. And it's forced just a melee in the box as the keeper went for it, along with a fellow United player. And it's just fallen free to Wimmer, who slammed it home. We may well get the win here this afternoon. But unless Burnley do us a favour, the title is gone. But it would be nice to at least win all 3 of our final games of the season, just to prove how good this Manchester United side could be if you decide to keep me here next year. Here's Amad Diallo. Anthony's there. I'm going to run off him. I'm now played in. It took too long to take the shot. The gap's closed up. Nunez has got McTominay there. McTominay's got Anthony with him. Anthony will find me. Wimmer is out wide. Go on then, here you go, Patrick. Dink it maybe. Dishon. Oh, I tried the first time volley. Well blocked. Nunez. And Munetzi gets in. We're trying to score a third here. It just doesn't seem to want to come. I'm on an 8.3 at the minute, which still isn't good enough to get my manager rating, but whatever. 5 minutes to go. As long as we get the win, I don't mind. Sam Surridge out to Low again down the left-hand side for them. Jebison into Maddie Camara, but they've given the ball away. We haven't really heard anything about the Burnley-Manchester City game or seen anything top right even with the updates. Obviously, we have the crowd turned up and the commentators turned off now at your request this season. Oh my God, Burnley just scored. It literally just came up and said Burnley 2, Scott Twine. Anthony. And we've added another goal to our tally as well. Oh my God, we had massive drama at PSV when we won the title on the final day. Is it going to go to the final day here? Burnley might have just pulled off a madness through Scott Twine, the man that used to play in League One with MK Dons, which is where we started our career with Cambridge United. I've gotten an assist here as well as Anthony Berry's out the outside of his foot. I'm on an 8.9. We're winning by 3-1. City, as far as we know now, are losing by 2-1 and may well have lost by 2-1, meaning that the title is technically still potentially there. Are we going to have... Oh, and I got my 9.0 in the end as well with a goal and the assist. Let's go! Burnley did it! Oh my God. Manchester United versus Newcastle on the final day, potentially for the title. What does the season look like? This is going to be the most intense season finale we've had. Not even in the save. I have been called up for the England squad, for the Euros as well, which is absolutely superb. Let's get in. Right, so the goal difference is plus 10 in City's favour. So we need them to lose and us to win, and at least a 5-goal swing either way. It's still obviously extremely unlikely, but with Brighton away, City aren't guaranteed a point at all there. We just have to beat Newcastle away by a massive, 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 massive scoreline. And, well, I would say stranger things have happened, but poor manager performance. We could... Oh, fucking joke. We could win the title on the final day. I don't think that's poor manager performance, do you? Right. Oh, dearie me. Newcastle United away, playing in a ground we used to call home. Possession rate of 60%, shots on target boosted to 4. Well, we're going to need to score as a team about 8 goals. So, we need goal difference swing of love. We need Brighton to win handsomely against Manchester City, and we need to beat Newcastle United handsomely too. And we might have an Aguero moment. I highly doubt it, but it does add a little bit of extra spice to the end of the season, doesn't it? Dishon Bernard could be onside. That would be tasty as well. Brozovic, Anderson, picked up by McTominay. Nearly chopped. A look for Sheldra. It's not the best of balls. Oh, he's actually going to get there. Oh, Andreas. Oh, no, Andreas. Oh, nearly. Anderson, cheeky ball roll. Finds Ndiweni. Newcastle United striker for the day. Not really replaced me adequately enough, have they really? If they're still playing Ndiweni at striker since I left 2 seasons ago. Castelli Junior to McTominay. We'll get that out wide and down the line. And Wimmer will come back to me. Sheldrop, need to make me a run. I found him, and he's going to find Wimmer. We're in. We haven't scored. Pavlenka with the save. So close to an early goal here at St James's Park. If I do score, I'll do the apology celebration. Oh, Ugarte rises well to win that header. Ugarte used to play for us, as in Manchester United earlier in this season. He was sold to Newcastle in January, and turns out that was a bad decision because we're second and playing Champions League football next year, and Newcastle United were, what, 14th before kickoff? They've got Joško Fardiol at the back now, though, so they've certainly improved the squad since I left, just not necessarily in the striking position. Garnacho to me. Got runners around me. We'll play Sheldrop in. I'm going to go again. He'll look to Garnacho. Garnacho looked to find me but couldn't get it to me, and Jacob Murphy will nearly inadvertently give us a corner. McTominay wins that header, but it's going to... Oh, no, it is going to fall for us, but we've kicked it straight back to them. 25 minutes in, this mammoth goal difference swing isn't really happening yet, is it? I'm in the box, or I will be in a minute if Robertson can cross it. If Robertson can cross it... Oh, why would you cross it with the outside of your right foot, Andy? Your left foot is literally one of the best deliverers of a football in the Premier League. Mateus Nunes finds me. I look for Wimmer. Wimmer's in, settles himself and scores. Well, we're getting our win, but only by 1 so far. So unless Manchester City are losing 9-0 against Brighton, as it stands, we're still finishing second. Anderson driven inside. And Ndiweni, they're going to get the advantage there, Newcastle. Oh, their man was in though. I think it was because the United man had just given up on it. Free kick for Newcastle United with seconds to go in the half. It's whipped and the keeper is there. So we'll find out in the next few seconds what the scoreline is like on the south coast. Are Brighton 9-0, 10-1 up? It seems like a... Well, not even... It seems like a stupid question to ask. It is a stupid question to ask. The answer is no. Manchester City are winning by 1-0 down on the south coast. So Brighton, if you could score 10 in the second half and not concede any more, that'd be absolutely lovely. We'd appreciate that very much. Thank you. Our opening goal that is so far winning us the game. Is that a goal for Brighton? No, it's a goal for Chelsea against Brentford. Sheldrick's pass says Paul, but I've out-muscled the defender. And then I've missed the target. How have I done that then? Somehow managed to steal the ball away from the man. Pelistri coming on then for Newcastle now. More ex-Manchester United players in their lineup. I don't really know how I haven't hit the target there. That should be 2-0 Manchester United, shouldn't it? Imagine if we were to lose the league title by 1 goal. And that would have been the goal that would have sealed it. Thankfully, that's not the case. It would have been pretty embarrassing if it were. Garnacho for Anthony. Anthony's going to be here on my left. Myself and Sheldrick. Now just myself. A call for the through ball. Oh, play it over the top, mate. Oh, get out. Oh, surely you're good enough to be able to acknowledge the fact that there's so much space for me to get in there. Anthony, despite having excellent stats, doesn't play that well. I know he literally just scored in the last game, but he doesn't play that well. Wimmer's only scored 6. But he's got a lot of assists this season. And even though he's lower rated, I don't know if Anthony would have actually done better in the starting lineup. We'll wait and see if we can improve with a left winger in the summer transfer window if we stay at Manchester United. We'd like a right back as well, if possible. I'm going to get to this. And now Anthony's the man with me. Watch him now do a madness. Get himself right in the great position. I'll try and find him and then he'll go and score, won't he? Oh, God, Ches. There's no point slagging your teammates if you're shit too. Gallardo down the line. Anthony to me. Go again, Anthony, please. Here we go. I'll go again too. Nice. I am absolutely dead. No stamina left whatsoever. Oh, and it's over the bar with the final kick of the game. So we get an assist for the winner, for Wimmer. But unfortunately, we will still fall shy of the Premier League title with Manchester United this season. The title challenge came out of absolutely nowhere anyway. So we won't be massively disheartened by that. If anything, we're just encouraged about what potentially could happen at Manchester United next year, should we stay. Albeit I've dropped to the subs bench now. And up next for us is actually England duty. We are at the Euros next. I just got player of the season. Thank you very much indeed. I'll say thank you to my teammates for helping me. I can't score goals if they don't put it on a plate for me as well. And I can't get the amount of assists I did if they don't tuck the ball away too. So I will certainly be humble. But we win the... what did I get? 3 goals in 2 European qualifiers. We win the Golden Boot in the Premier League with only the extra goal. In 3 games today, or 2.5 games, I only got the 1 goal. I got 2 assists. We end with 35, so I do get the record, thankfully. 14 assists for me as an individual, 16 for Wimmer as well, 11 for Andreas Sheldrick. Clean sheet-wise, Gallardo kept 15, but it wasn't enough to help us win the league, unfortunately. I'll give you a quick season roundup. I don't really want to go too much further forward, because obviously we want to make sure that we have the opportunity to get as many transfer bids in as possible. So I'll save it here, and then I'll advance a little bit further. What I might have to do with the playing of the Euros is go and play the Euros without asking for a transfer, and then whatever you guys decide, we will then get that to happen post the Euros in whatever save file that we push forward with, because obviously with each bid that comes in, I create a new save file. Let's advance a little bit further then, so that things like the Champions League final are played, and then we can have a full season roundup, can't we? Tell you what, one thing we haven't checked yet, or at all recently, my personality points. We are... wow. What a time to check it. We will get a +5 to all of the stats that are highlighted here. Rather than a +3, we'll get a +5 in just 369 XP's time. I haven't checked that for a season and a half, and now I check it here, and we should get that with playing through the Euros. The timing on that's pretty spectacular, isn't it? Let's have a look at the standings of the competitions we're involved in. Our group in the Euros for those that are curious, is England, France, Poland and Ireland. There's Denmark, Germany, Northern Ireland, Iceland, Spain, Austria, Scotland, Romania and Belgium, Netherlands, Czech Republic, Ukraine. The expanded European tournament not replicated here on FIFA yet. Although hopefully next season, next FIFA, it may well be. Manchester City win the Premier League by 3 points. Aston Villa 3rd and in the Champions League, and Chelsea 4th. Spurs 5th, Liverpool 6th. Arsenal all the way down in 15th, but you know how bad their squad is in this save. Norwich, Sheffield United and Burnley relegated from the Premier League. Unfortunately for them, the FA Cup was won by Everton. Congratulations to the Toffees. Liverpool won the Carabao Cup. The UEFA Super Cup was won by Atleti on on penalties. Real Madrid, our semi-final victors, won the Champions League by 2-0 against Juventus. Frankfurt win on pens against Napoli in the Europa League. In the Europa Conference League, Roma are victorious there. We'll have a quick look at the other leagues that are in the save, of course. See who's going to be coming up in the Premier League next season and who won what this year in other European leagues as well. Southampton and Crystal Palace up. Palace only on goal difference. Imagine being a Watford fan, scoring 102 points in a season and not getting automatically promoted. Potentially not even getting promoted at all. Fulham, West Brom and Huddersfield will join them in the playoffs. Relegated are Swansea, MK Dons and Rotherham. In League One, Ipswich and Peterborough back to the Championship. Blackpool, Plymouth, Wigan and Sheffield Wednesday in the playoffs. Cambridge 9th in League One. Let's go. That's phenomenal. If only that were happening in real life. Colchester, Swindon, Doncaster and Bristol Rovers in the relegation zone there. And they'll be replaced by Carlisle, Wycombe Crew. And then one of Exeter, Stockport County, Newport County or Crawley Town. If the National League were on the game, Gillingham would be down on goal difference with 47 points. And Tranmere would also be joining them in France. PSG, probably one of the sides that could afford us as well. Of course, we have played in Liga this year on this save. Lyon, our former club, finished 5th this year after we guided them to 2nd or 3rd, I think, for the Liga season last time around. In the Bundesliga, Bayern win by 12 points. Dortmund only 6th. Dortmund might be able to afford me, but if they finish 6th this year, I don't know whether I want to go there. Juventus win the league in Italy. Napoli 2nd, Fiorentina 3rd and Inter 4th. AC Milan only 10th. 10th for AC Milan. Unbelievable. In the SPL, it's Celtic from Rangers. And in La Liga, Barcelona win the league by 12 points from Real Madrid. Real Madrid obviously winning the Champions League and putting a lot of their efforts into that competition instead. And a further 7 points clear of Atleti. So what I'm going to go and do now is, in fact, what I'll firstly do is show you my stats personally for the season. So 43 goals in 53 games, 18 assists as well. So a total of 61 goal contributions in 53 games. I don't know if that's better than our season at Lyon last time around. Have a look at my career tab. This year 55 games, 46 goals, 18 assists. Last year, 57 games, 62 goals, 19 assists. No, last year at Lyon was far superior, wasn't it? 62 goals at Lyon last year. Only a measly 46 this season. We actually, goals and assists combined this year didn't even reach my goal scoring tally. 61 contributions this year. We had 62 goals last year, plus another 19 assists as well. Well, what we'll do now is find out exactly where we're going to move to, but that will be for tomorrow's episode. 43 goals, 17 for Sheldrum, 13 assists, 8 goal swimmer and 19 assists, and then a smattering elsewhere throughout the squad. That will draw this My Player season finale to a close. Tomorrow we'll have the vote. That vote will then run throughout the course of us playing through the Euros, and then post the Euros we will be able to select where we're going to move to. So that will be all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the vote video tomorrow, or of course the European Championships to follow after that. But for now, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.